think, that's going to even itself out. I think there's enough dope artists out there. It's the trends and shit. It's just weird. People are aware of what they like to listen to. You know what I mean? Most people are checking for the bullshit now. You know what I mean? That's what it seems like.
Well, your boy Akademiks.
Yeah.
He just dropped a video.
Got to talk about him.
Now, we're going to dive into it. We'll talk about it. Mm-hmm. He just dropped a video. It's doing monster numbers right now. What do you think about your boy Akademiks, man? I hear it as an artist now.
You know what? I got the alert, and I was very interested to see, the video. And I watched it, and I like how I came in, how he was in this little area where he does his podcasting, and then went to the everyday struggle part, and then he was dressed up. He took the shot at Vic Mensa.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean that's all dope right there. It's creativity. A lot of satire in it, but the main thing that I get from it, not to shoot down the video, I think the hook was pretty decent. You know what I mean? It's not a bad song, the hook wise, but. It just shows that again that if you diversify your portfolio, you know what I mean, you can pretty much do whatever you want in this industry. And this is what what we learning now, even with products. You have a following, you know what I mean, you develop a product. You do this, we're doing a podcast now. We're going to eventually go into movies. So this is what anybody who's smart does. We talked about Rick Ross, not just doing music, him doing, the Wingstop, him now even selling some shaving cream and beard oil like that. So this is what smart business people do. They're not going to just stay in one area, one stream. You know what I mean? We're going to diversify our portfolio. So again, like you said, he did $1 million in a couple of days. So it's just like, why not? If I could put a single out there right now, I will put a single out right now too and put it on the charts. Why not? Why not? What's stopping you? When people talk about free enterprise, that's truly free enterprise. You can do what you want.
Yeah, I mean, that academic video taught me a few things. Yeah, it actually did teach me a few things. It taught me that it doesn't, once you stamp your brand and have it standard to where no one can take it away, you can do what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And people are going to watch and listen. Do I think Akademiks is trying to be an artist or jump into the music or rap game? Hell no.
Mm-mm.
Do I think that he did that to try to be an artist or try to be? No. I think he did that merely on the fact that I can do what I want to do. I can even become a rapper and put anything I want on, and you guys are going to, eat it up. And I had fun with it. And I don't care. I was an artist for a day. I got to live out a dream of mine.
Yeah.
I don't think that he's trying to be serious. I don't even think the song was serious. I'm not even going to talk about the song because it wasn't a serious song. It just goes to show you that once you have your brand the right way, you can do what you want. It's a monster out here. And it really gives no excuse to anybody out here trying to eat and do what you have to do. Because if you just work and establish your brand, no one can take shit away from you. Not when you have social media, not when you have an age where information is disseminated to people in such a fast mass of number of amount. There's no way you can't win out here if you work hard and do your thing. There's no way. Now, what do you think about the people? I want to jump away from the Akademiks as the artist and just talk about him as a brand real quick. What do you think about people getting on him and getting on Akademiks? Or do you think like there's only a room for one solidified person on YouTube, because you see a number of people on here, but you see a certain number of people winning on here? Do you think that Akademiks is the end all be all, or do you think there's room for other people in this? Well, obviously you think there's room for other people. Yeah. What do you think about the Akademiks and just the whole conversation of that?
I think this, honestly, again, like I said, it's a video out there where I can't remember the guy's name. No disrespect to the brother who did the video, but he actually, did the history of like the people who started on the internet, like kind of disseminating, the hip hop, information. Now, the thing with Akademiks is he did it in a way that was, satire, and he came in with tremendous work ethic. Like it's to be envied to be able to, anybody who runs YouTube channels, that just running one YouTube channel is a monster. For somebody to be able to compete and even put stories out sometimes faster, the major media outlets, you have to salute that. But, just like anything else, you're going to have people that are going to come in the same vein. When you start something, people are going to copy. That's just what it is. McDonald's, you got other fast food restaurants. That's just the nature of capitalism and the way business works anyway. Right. But you're only going to have a few that's going to separate. You're only going to have a few Michael Jordans. You're only going to have a few Kobe Bryant, that separate themselves. So yeah, a lot of people could do it, but who was going to separate themselves and stand out? And we see people separating themselves, you know, from like the, you know, your Breakfast Clubs, you know, we talked about Sway, one of the, like
Monster.
you said, one of the best, you know, ever, probably the best interviewers out there to ever do it. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? You know, so salute, no hate against the brother. I just see, you know, his work ethic, and I peep game.
Yeah, I mean, you made a great analogy when you talk about the fast food chains, and I thought about car dealerships and this competition. It's a capitalistic society, like you said. You see a lot of people in the comment section joking around, "Oh, you're a fake ass AK, you're a fake ass this," but you don't say you're a fake ass Wendy's to McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like you don't do that kind of stuff. You don't say Cadillac, you a fake ass Nissan, you a fake ass Toyota.
Right.
You go and get into the best car or the best food or whatever you want to get into, and you make sure you ride with that brand. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, he did have a lane, whether he created the thing all together or not. He created a lane and opened up avenues for people to go in there and do what they do and to gain notoriety from it. And I mean, and that should be applauded in itself. But there are different lanes for different people. No one's out here competing with, I mean, well, I know at least we ain't. There's people out there competing for it, but you're corny for that if you're out there competing, because there's so many different avenues to where you can do your thing, gain your audience, and just win from it. Stay in your lane and do what you do. Shout out to Akademiks out here. You out here winning, man. It's Jersey bred. We all Jersey. You know what I mean? Word up.
Yeah, it's like you got to think, man, YouTube and all these other platforms is hundreds of millions of people on here all the time. Come on, man. Like you know, it's enough room for everybody to eat out here. Trust me. You know what I mean? You got all these rappers, you know what I mean? All of them's eating, you know what I mean? Not all of them, but you see, you know, a lot of them, you know, touring and doing their thing. So you can make it happen. You just got to know what you're doing. You know what I mean? In the game. So definitely, man, you know, you listen to the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God, and Sam. And man, it's been a beautiful, beautiful, you know, show today, family. You know, we're just perfecting our craft right now. We intend to definitely get to you guys live. You know, once we get this thing, you know, ironed out, we want to give y'all the best possible product. So definitely, man, you got anything for him, Sam?
Yeah, I appreciate y'all riding out with the Uncensored Truth podcast. Sam and Old Guy here of our Hip Hop News and Hip Hop News Uncensored. Make sure you go up top and hit that like button on both platforms right now. Yeah, like Old Guy said, man, we just working every day to build this brand, build it up strong, build it solid so that we can give you the best and greatest content that we know we can offer to you, trying to take it all the way as high as it can go. We appreciate all of y'all that ride along with us. I want to give a special shout out to Ange and my girl Vanessa over at Violent One Love Tattoo, 710 East Landis Avenue in Violent, the baddest tattoo art gallery in New Jersey. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for the opening of that. Shout out to my brother Nico and my brother Baby Boy 120 for life. And yeah, man, that's all I got. I'm getting ready to load up and getting the show Thursday. Let's do this.
Yeah, man. Safe travels.